inside Marine Boot Camp.
I'm Tommy G. Today, I'm with United States Marines.
Wait, hold on.
United States Marines.
There's 4 niggas here, bro. Is that 5? Is that 5? Yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. This is giving me PTSD, bro. I had ROTC in 9th grade, and I swear to God, I will never in life get yelled at by a bald white man again. Merch on my life. On my life, I will never get yelled at by a bald white man. Y'all niggas ever got yelled at by a bald white man with anger issues? Nigga, fuck ROTC and fuck this government, bro. I will never, ever do that shit again. This is PTSD already. I will never again, yo. Never again, yo.
If you were to think of 3 words to describe a U.S. Marine, what would you say?
Tough.
Shout out these niggas, dog. Shout out the military people. Shout out them. Because I would never fight for this country. I'd rather serve crack. But my dad served. So shout out to all the niggas that serves. Shout out to all y'all that serve, for real.
Determined, motivated.
Bro, you act like I had a choice. It was either ROTC or theater. Do I look like a theater nigga to you? I was not doing theater. They told me it's like PE. It's like a second PE credit, so I took it. I didn't know better, nigga. I was 14.
I must shoot him before he shoots me! Say I'm out! Bro, you about to piss me off, scream.
Good morning, ladies. Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning, ladies. Good morning, gentlemen.
This is Marine Corps Boot Camp, which some consider the most challenging military basic training in the world. From the moment a recruit steps off the bus, they are considered federal property, and they are subject to 13 grueling weeks where every moment of their day is tightly controlled. Drill instructors have the job of taking average American teenagers, psychologically breaking them down, and then forging them into a war-ready Marine. Today we have unfiltered access to see what it takes to make a United States Marine. Let's get to it, but first a quick word from the sponsor of today's video. Folks, let me ask you this. If you're doing interviews on public streets, people are coming up, cars are passing by, wouldn't hire the wrong one, and you might be beat before you recovered over $30 billion.
Man, Tommy,
It's free.
Fuck.
Get off the bus!
You are now aboard Marine Corps Recruit Depot, Paris, South Carolina, and you have just seen the first steps towards becoming a member of the world's finest fighting force. Starting now, you will train as a team, will sleep, lead, eat, and train as a team. Do you understand? Aye, sir!
I want you to imagine 18-year-olds that only a week ago were chilling with their friends, full of their own opinions, maybe trying to sneak a couple beers at a graduation party, to now where they are living in a reality where not 1 second of their day is up to them. My guess is for many of these recruits, this new reality is hitting them like a truck.
Let it bob your head. It's automatic.
Oh, shit.
Well, if you know about a military base, it's its own little world. It's intentionally that way because you want these recruits to be dialed in, buying into the program. You're taking a high school kid from across the United States and forging them into a fighting unit in 3 months. This is a very transformational land. I went through a long phase of my childhood of being obsessed with wanting to be a Navy SEAL. I went to a wrestling camp in 8th grade, an intensive Navy SEAL wrestling camp at the Naval Academy. It was 4 practices a day for 8 days, and they kicked the shit out of you. The military was also always something that I admired so much. The people that can accomplish special forces training, I just thought were the coolest, toughest people there were. In an era when it feels like things have gone a little soft, I'm just excited to tap in with the Marines and see what it's like. So tell us what we're walking up to.
Okay, so these are the yellow footprints. When we get the recruits from the airport, they'll get on a bus, they'll ship here. The drill instructor tells them, hey, all of you, sit up straight, get off my bus. Put your feet at a 45-degree angle, just like that.
That's how you know it started.
And that's how you know it starts.
How is this latest batch looking?
They're looking just as much as any other form of new recruits trying to transition. They're scared, they don't know what's going on, and we just have to guide them.
What made you join?
I wanted to join just because I wanted to get out of where I was and how life was treating me. It didn't really fit my motivations in terms of progressing. I came here and I found exactly what I wanted.
I wonder how heavy them bags are. God damn, bro. Them niggas got life on that backpack.
Turn half left. Zero. Zero.
These fresh recruits got here 18 hours ago and have not slept, and now they are marching towards their barracks to begin an hours-long process of getting their bed ready to lay down for the first time since getting to boot camp. It's safe to say most of these kids are probably feeling cooked right now.
Zero. Zero. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ready, move. Guys, let's go. Aye, sir. Get the hatch. Aye, sir. Count them as they come in. Aye, sir. You, stand right there. Aye, sir. Tell them to take their covers off. Aye, sir. Covers up. Hurry up, go to your spot.
Something I want you guys to pay attention to, everyone looks the same, the haircut's the same, they're marching the same. This is how you break down the individual and you build a team. When you fight out there, you can't, it's never an individual battle. You gotta rely on the person next to you, and this is just the foundation of all of that.
Black line, ready, move. Yeah. Scream kill. Yeah. Black line, ready, move. Yeah. Zero. Go. Hurry up, get on up.
That's just too many stinky ass niggas to be around, bro. That shit ain't healthy. How I'ma spank my shit? You're asking the right questions, bro. I swear you are. You're asking the right questions. Niggas loud.
All of you scream done, sir.
So these recruits got here approximately like 18 hours ago.
Okay, I see the beds are not made. Have these guys slept yet?
No, they haven't slept. So from the moment they wake up on Tuesday and they're going through the basic process to like get out from their recruiter, get on a plane, get on a bus, get here, they haven't slept since then, and they won't sleep until about 8 p.m. tonight.
So these guys are tired, they're confused, and it's like a fish on a water. They're in a whole nother world.
100%. The receiving drill instructors, our process, we're the splash of cold water in these recruits' face that like, hey, you're now aboard Paris Island, and they're in it, and they're figuring it out. They're getting instruction from their drill instructor all the way until they get in the rack tonight. The drill instructors are extraordinarily talented. I mean, these are the top 10% of the Marine Corps. If you come here, I guarantee you we can make you a Marine.
It became clear these Marine recruits receive probably thousands of orders a day, to which they are only able to reply, "Aye, sir." There is no room for questions, comments, or concerns, and to me, having to behave with this level of obedience would be very mentally draining.
I'm Staff Sergeant Solorzano.
And how long have you been a Marine?
About a little over 8 years now.
This Marine, Solorzano, just won the title of fittest Marine on Paris Island. And if you can't tell by looking at him, he is a prototype Marine who is built like a brick shithouse. Here's what he had to say. And what got you into this?
College wrestling didn't work out, so then once recruited to the office, I said I want to join. He said, too easy.
Do you want to get deployed?
Yes, 100%. That's the whole goal. We train, we do all this training for nothing. That would kind of suck. So yeah, at the end of the day, you want to go out there and for the world's greatest fighters force.
So you just want to see action. You don't care if it's Antarctica, Afghanistan. You just want to fight.
Nigga want to catch a hat, bro. He want to catch a hat. He don't want to be on COD no more. He want to be the niggas we play in COD. He want to catch a hat.
100%, that's it.
Do you ever look at the news and think like, oh, this is why we're going to war,
Yo,
oh, I
so
don't
far you're
support
not
that, or
like
it doesn't
that
matter to you at all?
So there's a commanding officer, he has his orders, he gets his orders for someone else, but he passes it to us, and we do the commander's intent, and we just push forward.
Do you think most Marines are like you in the way that they're just biting at the chomp to get to war?
You know damn well you're not doing
No,
this, bro.
no one wants war, no one wants that. We're not wanting to start a war or anything like that, but we are wanting to actually go support, do our job, and do what we were trained for, and go help out any way we can.
Before you were the Marine, like what was your life like?
So I'm from California. I'm from Merced, California to be exact. Everyone always has trauma or everyone has a bad thing. Here, no one cares. It's like everyone has it. And some of my buddies, they don't have dads or they don't have moms. We all make jokes. I said we joke about it all the time. I said, throw me a football. He can't throw me a football. I was like, I know you didn't have a dad growing up. It's like that.
There's gonna be people watching that are the age that they could sign up if they wanted to. What is your advice to people out there that are thinking, do they want to join the Marines?
I would not be where I'm at right now. If I stayed home, compared to where I am now, a lot of my buddies, they've already gotten arrested, they are either dead or anything like that.
So this was a life-changing event for you?
100%. Everyone can do it, but are you willing to push yourself to that, or you're not willing to give up? That's it.
In the near distance, we heard a female drill instructor shouting at some new recruits, so we went over to check it out, and this is what we saw.
Do they have to get their shit head served too or not?
Let's go! Go! Run! Behind them!
Oh, stay right there.
Okay, so right now you're looking at a group that is about 36 hours, no sleep. They got here yesterday. They've been going all day, yelling, marching, orders, and that's the formula here. Get them tired, get them physically exhausted, so you can break them down and mold them into a team.
Get into the classroom or you scream out! Let's go run! God bless America, hurry the freak up! Pick it up! Pick it up and go!
Bro, that back way more than her whole body weight, gang.
Tighten it!
Are you serious?
Tighten it! Cover! Align! Align! Let's freaking go! Let's go! Say something back to me! Girl, if you don't grab your trash and get over here, stop acting so broke off and pick up the freaking pack! Girl, scream. Say I'm out! Let's go! Run! Say I'm out! Ears! Ears! I promise you it's not that freaking heavy. Scream I'm out! Pick it the freak up! Pick it up! Pick it up! Girl, how the freak you expect to do a freaking hike if you can't even carry two freaking things? My grandma can walk faster than that. Scram out. Let's go!
Get up, get out!
Let's go!
Get out!
Give me the tall one out here. Go carry her freaking pack. Run.
Grab the bag! Grab the bag! Grab the bag! Get information!
Girl, absolutely not.
Seeing recruits struggle a lot just a day and a half in, you might be wondering how many will actually make it through boot camp. Surprisingly, only about 10 to 12% of them will end up quitting basic training. And this group will have to level up quickly because in just 10 weeks, they will be expected to hike over 40 miles in a key challenge period called the Crucible.
You're going to pick up your own freaking pack.
40 miles.
This is our receiving center, so they get here, they get on those yellow footprints, they move up, and they come through our silver hatches. They'll only do that once in their life. And once they're in these silver chairs, that's where we start going through just their initial, like, hey, I need your basic info, your next of kin info. So we start taking all the stuff out of their pockets, all their personal items, determining what's contraband and they're not allowed to take into training.
And I thought ROTC was bad. Nigga tell me I gotta hike 40 miles. You gotta see me, bruh. Might get my ass beat, but you gotta see me, Sergeant. You gotta see me. 40 miles? I wouldn't even hike 40 miles for myself, nigga.
And what they're gonna retain, like their critical information, their personal IDs, any kind of money they might have, all that. This is their bond envelope. And what they're gonna do is they're gonna make one phone call to their next of kin, whoever they think that is. That's their mom, their dad, their wife, their husband, whoever. And that's a script. And they're all gonna give that at once, and they're never gonna talk to anybody again, at least verbally, until they complete recruit training.
I just want to highlight this in this era, 2026, being on your phone all the time, to be told for 13 weeks, no communication, that's a big game changer for a lot of people.
100%. Elsewhere in the building, right back here, is our barber shop. Every male recruit is going to come through, and they're going to wind up with a clean-shaven head.
Do my leg attach! Open it up!
The women don't get to know me.
Where'd you initially come from?
Pittsburgh. I'm from Warren, Pennsylvania.
I'm from Pittsburgh, sir. New Jersey, sir.
Why'd you join the Marines?
Do something different. Travel. Just want to do something a little different with my life. New start.
I wanted something greater in life in the future, and to have a brothership like this that can go more than a lifetime.
I wanted to give my mom a better future, sir.
Getting realer every second.
I'll finally be able to experience something that most people won't experience.
Being a part of a family like this is definitely surreal also.
From there, we take them through the rest of the building. These are the famous phones where recruits would come through and they would execute their script saying, hey, you know, I'm now safely aboard Marine Corps Recruit Depot, Parris Island. I've arrived safely. Please don't send any food, all that.
Have you ever seen it break somebody if they can't reach home?
No, we don't really leave them the time to realize, oh, I haven't been able to get in touch with anybody.
I look at this boot camp as one big detox from your phone, from any drugs you were doing before, your high exercise. It's a transformation period.
No, 100%.
That's pretty far. No phone for 13 weeks. That seemed peaceful. That's the only peaceful thing I can talk about for real.
I think you see that when you'll see the kind of product that comes across the parade deck at the end, it's totally different than what we got here on Tuesday night.
This place is death by 1,000 cuts. I mean, can you imagine someone telling you when you can lift your leg, when you can breathe, when you can move, yelling, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. It's just the repeated pressure of conforming. I think that's really tough. We're in such an individualistic society that conforming like this is probably tough for most people that walk through the door. So far today, we've seen a lot of very new recruits. These are guys that are about to graduate. And you can tell by the way they carry themselves, their attitude, their energy. It's also really nice having the light at the end of the tunnel. If you're doing a really tough experience and you know you've almost completed it, you just get that last wind in you. It almost feels like a different species from the recruits that we just saw.
So what you just saw was Charlie Company. They graduate this Friday. They finished the Crucible 2 weeks ago. They are now Marines.
For those that don't know, the Crucible is a sort of Hell Week equivalent for the Marines. It's a ball-busting 54-hour beatdown to test the soul of every recruit that happens at week 10 of boot camp. And while we don't spend much time covering it in this episode, let me know in the comment section if you would like to see a full Crucible episode in the future. The other thing you have to know about being at Parris Island is you're surrounded by water, so there's bugs everywhere, there's gnats that I guess you shouldn't itch, otherwise you get cellulitis. There's nowhere to run. You're trapped on this island for a while, but luckily it's a good kind of island. We've had a lot of bad islands in the news lately. Parris Island is a good one.
4, 3, 2, 1. Head to lights! Say aye, sir! Aye, sir! Face that way.
All right, boys, time to go to sleep. We're calling it. We're in an empty barracks. It's the biggest Airbnb we've ever actually got to rent. I mean, look around for a second. We have a very early morning, about 3:45. Getting up, getting after it. It's a little bit of a hot Georgia day, so this is probably, you know, that's all we need. See you guys in the morning. Before we see the Marines 4 a.m. wake-up call, first a quick announcement. Hey, can you see me? Probably not, because I'm rocking the new Big Dog. Folks, every morning the Marines get right to it, so we woke up early to witness how the Marines get up for a 4 a.m. workout. So gentlemen, what time would you say it is?
Yo, they are better than me, bro.
That's 03:46 for you chumps back home.
Every hating ass thing I say is not to knock them. It's not to knock the recruits, because I can't do nothing but salute their ass, because I would never,
We're going to see a morning basic daily routine, which is waking the recruits up, getting accountability. They're going to get them ready to go to their physical training for the morning, which is going to be circuits. They're just going to do a whole bunch of calisthenics and running. You'll probably see them. They'll wake up really groggy, and the drill instructors, they don't care.
Lights! All you get on line now! 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11!
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, count! Oh!
Wait, so they got a timer to get up and stand up and... Bro, what if one of them got more than Wood? And they just gotta stand next to the next nigga? Like, I couldn't, bro.
Yeah, I said 1, 2,
like, this is so uncomfortable.
9, 2, 57, 58, last United States Marine Corps recruit. Good morning, ladies. Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning, ladies. Good morning, gentlemen.
White Sox, 6-7, 59 minutes on 50, 59 minutes on 48, 59 minutes on 130, 29, 27, 0, 20, 19, 18, around the waist. Around the waist. 10, 9.
That goes up, gonna go around the way so you see myself. Aye, sir.
Camelback.
Yes, sir.
Ready, move. 6-8, 59 minutes, 17, 50, 59 minutes, 17, 40, 59 minutes, 17, 30, 29, 27, 20.
It appears we're seeing a countdown every 20 seconds. They can put out an article of clothing. Can you explain what's going on?
Yeah, so they're going through their basic daily routine, getting ready to go to physical training. They're getting dressed. They got to wake up, and they will do everything by the number, so to speak. And the drill instructor, they will tell them, hey, you're going to get white socks. Now you're going to put those white socks on. And they'll do that for everything this morning, so it builds that discipline.
Ears! Guide's gonna come around and that recruit's gonna come around. You're gonna stuff your pillowcase inside of their pillowcase. Ready, move! 60, 59, 58, 57, 50.
Look, lights out, it said 20 hours lights out. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. So they go to bed at 8 and have to wake up at 4. So that's 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. They get exactly 8 hours. I mean, so I guess they getting the right amount of sleep, but like nobody's waking me up at 4 in the fucking morning.
6, 55, 54, 53, 52, 51, 50, 11! 11!
And to think niggas just join this shit to get a Hellcat. And to think niggas just join this shit to get a Hellcat, you gotta do all this other extra shit.
9, 8, 7,
get yelled at for 13 minutes.
4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, right now, folks, it's 4:25. They've been up for 25 minutes, and every single second has been regimented. And I think that is the punishing nature of boot camp, where these days must feel excruciatingly long. You went from being a high school kid playing sports, playing video games, to every second of how you fold, to how you tie your shoe, to when you take a shit is strictly enforced by a guy yelling in your face, and you have to say, aye, sir. And that's part of the breakdown process. I can imagine that these days feel very long at this point in the training.
Marine Corps! Left foot, left foot, left foot, left foot, left foot, left foot.
Do drill instructors have to almost achieve like a mythical presence to their recruits?
Absolutely. Yeah, we are the epitome of a United States Marine. They know that we are the most perfect example of what it means to be a Marine. We can't show any kind of being tired physically, mentally. So it is training.
Is water, right? The Marines is water. Right? I'm pretty sure, right? Marine is water. I'm not retarded, bro. I just gotta make sure. I just gotta make sure. Wait, they're not water? What the fuck? Oh god, this makes me look bad. Elite Rapid Response Expeditionary Force. From the sea! Launching military operations from the sea. I fucking knew it. Okay.
But it's to sit there and show them, like, this is what it means to be the highest caliber.
You now put your knees on the deck and bring your foot to your left hand.
Yes, sir.
So I'm talking to you. You look right at me, didn't say anything.
Yes, sir.
Eyeballs.
Yes, sir.
Switch.
Makes you feel like whatever you're doing for your day job is not so bad. Folks, next was breakfast for the Marines, and I was eager to see what a chow hall offered these young recruits. Here's what we saw on the inside.
Hopefully they get good eats. Okay, yeah, I take it back. This shit is fucking awful, bro. They don't even get the good bananas, my nigga. What? What? Mid-eats. Literally, bro. Nothing but bagels.
We head next to see a quintessential Marines tradition. Recruits that are a day away from graduating are going for a run, and for their first time in weeks, they will get to see their family members as they jog by. Two hijos in Los Marines?
Yes. Nothing's wrong with a bagel.
Your son's in the Marines?
Nothing's. I hope there's a menu change. You know, nothing's wrong with a good bagel, but like it's not like they can toast that shit, gang. They can't even toast them. There's something wrong with an untoasted bagel. There's definitely something wrong with that.
Yes, William McCrory. My grandson, Jordan Green.
And what city are you guys from?
We're from New York. We're from... Yeah, New York City.
We're from Louisiana.
Yeah.
Atlanta, Georgia. Raleigh, North Carolina.
I'm from Mississippi, but I live in D.C.
Your son's becoming a Marine. What's going through your mind?
I'm just so proud of him, and this is his dream, and he's living it, and he's determined.
Yeah, I haven't seen my boyfriend in 3 months, so seeing my boyfriend for the first time in person.
I am so proud of him.
I'm very proud of my brother. Like,
wait, how? I thought this was early new recruits. I thought it was high schoolers and shit. Or is it or the age gaps vary?
See, my brother does. He does it with like pure passion and love. I'm so happy. I'm so excited to see him after 3 months.
Can I ask what's going through your mind right now?
Just proud, man.
Your son?
Proud. Yeah, son.
Yeah.
21st birthday today too, which is really cool.
And what was it like when they told you they want to sign up for the U.S. Marines?
Oh man, I was proud. I'm happy, you know.
I just can't wait. I'm so proud of him.
He said it's something that he always wanted to do.
How do you feel now, close to graduation?
Very proud.
Excited, sad, emotional, proud.
He's my great nephew, so I'm proud of him.
Was it scary as a mom having your kid sign up for the Marines?
100%. I cried the first 3 weeks.
No, because he always wanted to do it, so I was prepared for him to do it.
If I was putting the mic on his face, what do you think he'd be saying right now?
Please, Grandma, stop.
Yeah, he told me, and I told him no, and I didn't want him to do it, to be honest with you, but he knew this is what he was meant to do.
I had to sit down and started crying.
I tried to talk him out of it because what's going on in our world today, I was afraid. He's the best kid anyone could ever have. I know everyone thinks that, but he is. He's just a super good kid.
But was it scary? I mean, we have a war that might be happening. Was it scary to know your brother, your son might be going to war one day?
I mean, yeah, but he signed up for this. I know truly, like, in my heart, like, he could fight through anything.
Now you have to realize, for these families, this is the first time they're seeing their...
I wouldn't know how I would feel if my kid wanted to be into I don't know how I would feel if my kid wanted to be in the military. I wouldn't know how to feel. I'm trying to imagine. I deadass don't know how I feel. Cause it's like, that's like a death wish, my nigga. Especially if like some war shit ends up happening. Bro, the government's only getting worse by the day. And me and you, gang, Zovan, we're probably gonna end up seeing a World War III in our lifetime, bro. Like, if we're being completely honest, we're probably gonna see World War III in our lifetime. And, like, if your kid want to really do this shit, and it gets to that point to where it's like we're going to war, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't know if I can allow that, gang. I can't have my kid in the military fighting for this country. I can't. This shit's fucked anyways, bro. What the hell is my kid gonna do in the military when this shit was already pinned against us? Yeah, I'm not having my kid fight for a system that hates us. I'm not, bro. I'm not gonna have my kid fight for a country that does not fuck with us, bro. I'm working for the other side. Hell nah.
Loved one in 13 weeks. There's a lot of people very close to tears. It's very emotional.
And I be thinking about that sometimes because my dad was in the Air Force, but like he didn't know better. And like he didn't really have no direction. And this ain't even to bash him at all. This is what he told me. He said he didn't know what the hell to do after he graduated. And his mom, my grandma, rest in peace, she basically kicked that nigga out. And had to go to the air and decided to go to the Air Force. That shit crazy though. When my dad was 18, this nigga was doing this shit. I'm 18, B, my shit streaming every day. Fierce. I'm glad to be born in this generation, oh God. I would never take that for granted.
A lot of pride. It's very beautiful.
I would never take that shit for granted. Holy shit. I actually thought about
that. Set your goal, you were disciplined in your approach, and you attacked, did you not? Yes, sir! Marines exist for one reason and one reason alone. Aye, sir! And that is to close with, destroy our enemies wherever they may be. Aye, sir! Because we are at war. Right now, our country's enemies are out there. Aye, sir!
Guys, I want to point out something I noticed. Compare the energy of this group of gun-ho Marines to the group of early recruits we saw that could barely lift their pack. To me, the difference is night and day. And I think the magic in this equation is a relentless drill instructor who believes within 13 weeks they can transform nearly anybody into a Marine.
My name is Colonel Anthony Baraletti. I'm the commanding officer of the Recruit Training Regiment in the Marine Corps Recruit Depot at Parris Island.
And what is that like in 2026?
And really, in 2026, what we've found is a renewed sense of purpose in ensuring that we're balanced, not only in safeguarding the legacy of our Corps and the awesome responsibility we have with that and taking the trusted youth of America and transforming them in mind, body, and spirit, but also in preparing them for the future operating environment, understanding all of the changes that are happening strategically and figuring out the best way to ensure that we are making Marines that can fight and win in that environment.
There's whole new warfare we're seeing between Ukraine and what's happening in Gaza and what's happening in Iran. Does that change how basic goes for Marines?
Yeah. So I would say yes and no. The foundational elements, the traits of an individual Marine have always been the same. We look for individuals that are looking for a sense of purpose, that want to be part of something bigger than themselves, and that have the character traits, that grit, that desire to be part of a team, to give back, to be ready to fight for those that are either unwilling or unable to fight for themselves.
So there's a lot of young people watching that think they might want to do this. And to me, I encourage anyone that thinks this is their calling to go for it. But I do know that generationally, we're asking ourselves a lot of questions. Do we want to fight for a government that we feel like maybe, is this Epstein's war? Is this Israel's war? Is this an oil war? But the truth is we need fighters. And so it's this weird kind of yin and yang to the question of should you fight for your country? And these are questions I can't ask anyone here. Like no one, I can't put a guy in the spot and say, hey, sir, is this Israel's war or not? Because at the end of the day, what they gotta do is they sign up to fight, and no matter who sends them, Democrat, Republican, Libertarian, they gotta go do it, and that's what they're built to go do. But I'm interested to hear you guys in the comments. Are you interested in fighting a war? What do you think about this government and fighting for them? Because after all, it's the guys in the front lines that are sacrificing. It's not our politicians in suits. So just something to think about. We are about to head to the Marine Pool facility and witness a high-stakes situation. Waiting inside are guys struggling to pass their swimming requirements, where if they fail, they are unable to become a United States Marine. Pool is a tough, unforgiving place. This would be probably where I would struggle the most. Oh, man. The other crazy thing about physical endurance is it doesn't take much more than 2-3 minutes of it. You do burpees for 3 minutes, you're gonna be toast. You try and do push-ups for 3 minutes, you're gonna be toast. It doesn't take long to kind of really test yourself. And so we're gonna be with a group that needs more reps on the swimming. Maybe they didn't grow up learning to swim, or they just didn't do it a lot as a kid. And so now as an adult, They got to catch up on the fly in Marine training, which is another little cool benefit. Is any weakness you come in here with, it's going to get hammered out, smoothed out, and when you exit, that's just another thing you can add to the list that now you can do that you couldn't before. Would you guys say that the swimming is one of the more challenging aspects of Marine training?
I would say it's definitely up there because a lot of times when recruits get here, most of them just don't know how to swim.
What kind of recruits that come here would you say cannot swim that well?
It depends. Sometimes we have companies that do pretty good at swimming. So on the first day, we usually get about around maybe a third if we're lucky to pass the qualifications. Then the rest of it, usually by the end of the week, we're able to get about 95% of the company through.
And what are they going to be doing today?
So today we're doing their general qualification. We call it Water Survival Basic and Water Survival Novice. So they're going to do a 25-meter assessment. So the length of the pool is 25 meters. So they're going to start from one end, swim to the other side. Once they get out, they're going to go on to the tower. And from there, they're going to jump from that tower and swim what we call 50 meters. And so they're going to be swimming towards us, and they're going to hook a left, and they're going to go swim towards one of the ladders over there. Once they get over there, they're going to get out, and they're going to start going through a prep work for their stay on the surface qualification.
So important aspect. Let's see how warm or cold the water is. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Yeah. Nice little swim at the gym.
Yours. You want to make sure that you're 1 arm's distance away from the red stanchion. Yes, sir. Hey, we're about to do the 25-meter self-assessment, good? Yes, sir. Hey, so what's gonna happen is just like Monday, you're gonna freaking get in, you're gonna swim across. If you touch the bottom, you're gonna stand up, make sense? Yes, sir. You're gonna put your hands high in the sky and you walk to the freaking side of the pool. Yes, sir. You understand? Yes, sir. First group, get in and start swimming. Next group, yellow footprints. Hey, recruit, you, why are we grabbing the ladder? Yeah, you did. Get out. Blouse off. Get over here, get 3 recruits side by side, and face the front. Get in, start swimming.
Is this the biggest thing that removes a Marine out of the group?
No, we do a great job at getting them in the water and getting them confident. This is not the single greatest failure point for recruits. I would say overall adapting to recruit training and the lifestyle of a Marine is what gets them.
And so these guys are on the edge of, if they don't get it together, that their road ends.
Well, we have another attempt tomorrow as well, so this is not like the last chance for them.
But they know in their heads that
it's winding down though. Yeah.
And then these guys that did make it, their next
event is going to be going to the tower. Yes, they're going to jump off the 10-foot tower. We've had some people who don't do well with heights at all.
So right now we're looking at this class. I would say maybe 15-20% is passing, and then we have a big group over here that just keeps on having a struggle with their swimming.
Pull. You're good. Get out. Don't touch my ladder. Don't touch my ladder. Get off my ladder. Let's go. Get the rest of your buddies.
Yes, sir. Rescue. Going hot. Right, ready, step. Left, ready, step. Right, ready, step. Left, ready, step. Ready, step. Go! Swim! Save yourself! Keep going! Go! Get away from the wall. You're gonna mess him up. Squeeze! Grab it! How would you feel if somebody in war is saying please to you to help them? No good. Get up. Get out of the pool. How does that make you feel if somebody else quit on you? Bad, sir. If you rely on them, right? Yes. You don't need help. You're doing fine. You have no confidence in yourself. Do you? Guess who cares? Nobody. You do it for the person next to you, not for yourself. Go on the tower and do it again. Yes, sir. You're not. Look at me. You're not gonna quit. Quitting is not an option. Yes, sir. Right, ready, step. Stay calm, Wells. Just breathe. Breathe, Wells. Just breathe and swim.
So we're on our way to see some field training I believe it's tactics, how to move stealthily, how to move as a unit, and these are the basics. Once they graduate basic training, then they would go on to infantry training or something more advanced that they would see in the field during war. But what do you teach someone fresh out of high school about war? That's what we're gonna see, so I'm kind of interested in this, because as a coach, from a wrestling perspective, if I have a high school or college guy come into the room, it's very easy to show them a lot. But if a first day wrestler comes into my room, it's harder to cater to them. So I want to just know what the basics are, what they're showing.
I don't know. There's water near Atlanta. Yeah, there's definitely water near Atlanta. I don't know if they're in Atlanta, that part of Georgia, but there's water near that state, bro.
And see what it's like training out in the field here. Tom,
hey,
nice to meet you.
Brad, nice to meet you. So what these recruits are working through right now is basic warrior training. So it's one of the phase 3 recruit training iterations that they go through prior to starting to execute the Crucible. What they're doing right now is the day movement course to kind of back it up and talk about basic warrior training. It's a week-long individual through fire team, which is an element of 4 recruits in the assistance training evolution, where they learn the foundational field skills and like really just building the scaffolding of their field skills prior to them going to the School of Infantry and then on to the Fleet Marine Force. So the first 2 days of basic warrior training, they're really in the classroom and out in the field doing a lot of practical application for land navigation. So
they've never done anything like this or anything like, especially when they get, you've seen it when the receiving recruits, some of them never even touched grass before. Never did a sport, never did anything like that. So again,
never ran from the cops. They never have to go over a fence.
Never, and nothing crazy. We call the twiddle their thumbs of the Fortnite generation. So all they did was play video games. They just seen it, never done it. Them is us trying to teach them actually how to be athletic.
Can you just talk about getting sandy during training? What is that like?
Being comfortable, uncomfortable. Sand is, no matter where it's at, it's uncomfortable.
So it gets in the crevices of your body when you move, your armpits when you run, your crotch, your butt,
God forbid, I don't
crack and all that. What would you say the most difficult part of training is that the most people might consider giving up at a certain phase, whether it's the crucible, the water? Like,
I would say it varies from recruit to recruit. It's one of those things where I always tell them when you hit that point, it's going to vary for all of you. But you have to remember the why you came here. The why you came here will take you through that hard time. You have to remember that your mind is stronger than what your body is. If you can mentally get over it, you can physically get through it.
Now, you've been in for 21 years. Some people will say this generation is soft. What is your perspective seeing 21 years of people coming through?
I think that is a verbal misconception that gets communicated. Everything is relative.
So you think this class of recruits are just as tough as 20 years ago?
That's a
Absolutely.
PR answer.
What we're seeing right here, I think, is the perfect analogy for Marine boot camp. It's tough, it's slow, it's uncomfortable. There's sand going in your gloves, your helmet, your shoes everywhere. And we started this day at 4 a.m. It's not even noon yet, and we're just taking our time slowly, painfully, making our way through the sand course. What do they do after this? They move on to the next thing and keep it going. That's Marine boot camp in a nutshell. What's your name?
Varenkov, sir.
And how many weeks in are you?
10 weeks, sir.
And you're the platoon leader?
Yes, sir. The god of the platoon, sir.
And how'd you become that?
Hard work and dedication, sir.
What made you join?
This recruit always wanted to be a Marine, sir.
And where do you come from?
Alaska, sir.
Really? Whereabouts?
Palmer, Alaska, sir.
What do you like about being a recruit?
Getting taught the discipline, sir.
Okay, what's been the toughest part so far?
Helping all of our brothers stay together.
Making sure that the bottom of the pack doesn't quit?
Yes, sir.
Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and what have you enjoyed the most?
The brotherhood, sir.
What would you say to, if people from your hometown are watching this and are thinking about joining, what would you tell them?
Do it. Serve the country.
And why?
Because we have the best country in the world, sir.
So you got a lot of sand on your face right now?
Sir.
You seem like you're embracing it.
Yes, sir.
Is that the only way to really make it, is you gotta just embrace it and,
yes,
and lean into it?
Yes, sir. Embrace the suck, sir.
Do you have a family member that might be watching
yes,
this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you say something to them back home?
This recruit loves you, and this recruit hopes that you're all taken care of and doing well, and this recruit will see you soon.
You're doing really good?
Yes, sir.
Way to go.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good day, sir.
You too. Thank you. To become a Marine, you lose yourself and then you find yourself again on the back end. But it was very fascinating to observe that recruit in his form. And I feel like that's textbook what you want in a Marine. All right, these guys just completed their exercise out here. Next, they're heading to a classroom to further double down on their education. And up next, we have the Chow Hall, which I'm excited for. We'll see you there. So we're going to a new Chow Hall right now.
The weapons train Chow Hall, so it's over here on the weapons battalion side of Parris Island.
And how many Chow Halls on base?
1st Battalion has a Chow Hall. 2nd and 3rd Battalion share a Chow Hall called the Consolidated Chow Hall. We have H&S, Headquarters and Services Chow Hall, and then this is the weapons Chow Hall.
Boot camp food review. So just by looking at the food, I can already say it's better than jail food.
I sure fucking hope so. Like what? What? I sure hope so, bro. These niggas aren't in prison.
Cafeteria-esque, which is not surprising given where we are. But part of me wondered, like, if you're the elite fighting forces, do you have elite food? But knowing that it's the military.
Wait, hold on. What time do they eat dinner?
Jail.
I wasn't paying attention, my bad.
Which I'm excited for. We'll see you there. So we're going to a new Chow Hall right now.
Oh, this is lunch. Okay.
Weapons train Chow Hall, so it's over here on the weapons battalion side of Parris Island.
And how many Chow Halls on base?
1st Battalion has a Chow Hall. 2nd and 3rd Battalion share a Chow Hall called the Consolidated Chow Hall. We have H&S, Headquarters and Services Chow Hall, and then this is the weapons Chow Hall.
Boot camp food review. So just by looking at the food, I can already say it's better than jail food. Definitely cafeteria-esque, which is not surprising given where we are. But part of me wondered, like, if you're the elite fighting forces, do you have elite food? But knowing that it's the military, let's see. Chicken breast. Chicken breast, overrated. I'd always go chicken thigh. Juicier. Let's go with the taco. Yeah, I'm not joining because of the food. I was wondering if there's gonna be a healthier offering. But what you have to remember is the military, although their budget is huge, it's not like the soldiers are having luxurious experiences. I mean, we've seen that across the base. You're not in this because you want a red carpet experience. You're in it because you want to change your life and fight for your country. And so you get the job done. That's what you see here. Eat, go back, shoot, train, sleep, repeat. That's what you see. So I would give this a 5 out of 10. Better than jail food, but not top of the line. A huge part of Marine training is becoming a competent marksman with a rifle. So we head over to a platoon that is practicing shooting drills from distances of 100, 300, and 500 yards. Do you know about how many rounds these guys are shooting a week?
A week? So when they're here at boot camp, they only shoot for 2 weeks. This week, what this company, Mike Company, is doing right now is a course of fire known as Table 1. And then next week, they'll do a different course of fire called Table 2. So the total round count per recruit, I want to say, is around 680 to 700 rounds. But that's all that they get while they're at boot camp.
It's a good amount of practice. Mm-hmm. Well, shall we go towards it?
Sure.
You're gonna get the outstanding pole position.
They had me do this in ROTC, but niggas was having BB guns. I had a BB gun rifle. I didn't actually get to shoot fire, bro. I'm mad as hell. Why couldn't we shoot AR? I was doing the same shit. Well, not exactly, but I was doing somewhat of the same shit.
Can you tell people who you are and what you do?
Yeah, Lieutenant Colonel Scott Furlong. I'm the XO for Weapons Field Training Battalion. I've been here for about 2 months. Prior to that, I was on recruiting duty, managing recruiting for the Southeast United States.
And what is the standard for a Marine that's in basic? What do they got to do shooting-wise?
There's 3 different qualification levels. You have expert, then you have sharpshooter, and then you have marksman. So they have to score within a range of that. And if they don't on the first time, we put them through like remedial training to make sure that they at least try to get qualified.
What do they got to do? What's the task or thing they have to check off the box to be qualified?
So at the end of the day, it starts with weapons handling, safety. You're talking about a lot of young men and women who've never touched a weapon before in their life, regardless if it's a squirt gun all the way to the M16A4, and they go through their weapons safety rules. They get one-on-one training with all the instructors, and if they do violate any safety rules, we mark them in a certain way to show repeat offenders and things like that. If they get too many of those, then we drop them back to a different company and they have to remediate.
Guys, shooting's not much different than basketball. You just gotta go on the court, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of reps. That's what it takes to be a master, and these guys are doing that. And one thing that's really impressive is that these guys have thousands of Marines coming, some of them are very new to firearms, and a very clean safety record. I mean, there's a lot of disaster that could happen if you have a bunch of 18-year-olds with guns, and these guys do a great job of making sure the training is safe. Hand-to-hand combat is something every soldier must learn, so we head over to a sand pit where a female platoon is doing fight practice.
What's your name and what's your role here?
My name is Staff Sergeant Nasuki, and I am the senior drill instructor of Platoon 3049.
What's the biggest difference between the males and the females here?
The males, you tell them to do something, and they do that instantly with 100%, like full force. Females, they'll look at you like how fast, when, where. They'll ask you all those questions just by their facial expressions.
Completely unrelated to the video or the people in the video, but I've been seeing lately a lot of the finest women I done seen ever want to join the military, bro. Is that the moves? That might be the move. Let's go! I don't know, bro. I'm seeing it though. She's scared. Bring it down. Violent! But they're not throwing shit, bro. Damn. Okay.
My name is Daniel Nunez. I'm the company commander for November Company.
How long have you been here?
I've been on MCRD Parris Island since the summer of 2024.
How old were you when you became a Marine?
I joined the Marine Corps immediately after college. I was about 22, 23 years old, joined back in 2019.
What's your why for being here? What gets you up every day?
At first, it took a while for me to understand, my purpose when I was joining. I just wanted to work. But once I became an officer of Marines, my purpose is clear. My purpose is the Marines. They're my why. They're the reason I wake up.
They do the same shit where like they can't talk or say anything. They just gotta stand still until one of them touches you. Is it that shit?
We're here during a special moment. They're about to see their kids for the first time, and I'm trying to imagine if my own son signed up for this and I hadn't seen him for 13 weeks, how special it would be. What you have to realize from the parents' point of view here is when they send their kids to the Marines,
6 or 8 weeks is a whole summer, right? So that's like 3 months, and then you tack on like 3 extra weeks, right? 4 extra weeks. My nigga, that's like half a year. Oh shit.
Some of them maybe they were in the streets before. Some of them were punks. Some of them were fast. Now they're looking at a kid with a whole new body and spirit, and it's gotta be something.
We can look that up real quick. Hold on. I was way off. What the hell? 3 months exactly. I was way off, nigga. Holy shit. I was way off.
Feel that transformation as a parent.
Who do you have graduating today? Gavin Banks, my son. We're excited. Haven't seen him in like 4 months, so.
Call me soft, but this next scene
You got the saucy Santana cheese
made me want to cry. You see, we are about to watch Marines who will graduate tomorrow see their family for the first time.
Oh, so they don't have to do it.
As I see these families celebrating in the background, it makes me think a lot about patriotism. And I think we've been sold this idea that patriotism and nationalism is actually a bad thing. And I disagree a lot, because a good amount of patriotism is what gets a nation to move forward, to be motivated, to build. Because if I know that I love my country, every hour I work is not just for myself or for my family, but it's for my country. And that's a powerful thing to harness. So I actually feel like as long as we have the right leadership using that momentum, that we need more patriotism. I think that'd be good. So the Marines are going off with their family for the first time. Are they allowed to drink right now if they wanted to?
No, they're not allowed to drink, smoke, dip, nothing of that sense.
Because I'm guessing 13 weeks sobriety, it could be a disaster if they start drinking today.
Correct.
And this is to avoid any behavioral or disciplinary things happening. Just better be safe than sorry.
Yes, exactly. The same thing about driving. They're not allowed to drive here either, even if they brought their cars or whatever it is. They're just with their families, and it's the family time where they get to spend with them here, but then they got to come back because they still got graduation practice. They still got to do graduation.
Tomorrow.
Exactly, because they haven't made it yet. They don't make it until they get off the island.
They not done? Oh
Keep
my
that
God.
weapon on your trailer, scream him. Pistol get to the front, scream him. Arms down. 0. Eyeballs. What's the ditty? Eyeballs. When you go down, what's the ditty? Fist smooth, right? Yes, stop acting like phase 1 recruits. Fist smooth, scream my man. None of you did fist. Get it back up.
What's your name and what's your position?
My name is Joel Sergeant Sosi, and I'm an experienced drill instructor here at Delta Company.
And what made you become a Marine?
I wanted to become a Marine to get away from the reservation that I am from. I'm from a Navajo reservation and located in Ganado, Arizona.
These guys are about to finish?
They're graduating tomorrow, finishing up 13 weeks of training. Tomorrow they'll walk across the parade deck and then be reunited with their families. So in preparation for graduation, what we do is kind of make sure that their uniforms are within standards.
Can you show me what you're looking for?
So make sure, like, this individual's IPing his shirt. So he's taking off any extra strings from the sewing. Make sure that there's nothing that can get snagged on. He's also already placed his ribbon 1/8 of an inch above his pocket. This is the standard.
Ribbon is that metal?
Or the metal, the shooting badge.
Marines are known for being meticulous about every detail, so here we see Marines searching for wrinkles and loose threads to make sure their uniform looks flawless for the next day on graduation. So it's gotta look immaculate.
It does, within standard, yes.
So you're about to graduate tomorrow. How are you feeling?
I'm graduating tomorrow, man. I've been here for a long time. I got dropped from Fox Company to Charlie Company, so I've been here a little bit longer than everybody else, and I'm pretty excited to finally go home.
So it's been a grinder?
Yes, sir, you could say that.
If you don't mind sharing, what made you get dropped?
I was just being stupid, came here with a high school mentality, got treated like a high school kid.
Okay, and what did you learn upon completion?
I definitely learned, like, you should watch the things you say, you should watch your mouth.
I struggle with that too.
I learned that there's a time and place for correcting people, and there's a time and place where you have to let people learn their own problems. I remember one time when I first got here, actually, the drill instructor was ITing me, and I was just feeling like weirdly giggly that day. And there's this thing where we do with our rifles, we go like this and like that. And at first it was fine, and then he made me put it behind my head and go like that. That was a little less funny.
I can imagine you get a laugh attack a lot here. If you're not careful, you have to really keep it buttoned up.
Yes, sir.
Laughing in the misery.
Yes, sir.
Hey, congratulations.
Thank
well
you,
done.
Sir. Thank you.
Of course.
How you doing, sir?
Good to meet you. How are you?
Nice to meet you. Good.
What made you join the Marines?
I wanted to become the best version of myself, sir. I was not in the best state back home with how my life was going, and I wanted to set a better example for my family, my siblings, my friends, and I wanted to improve myself and become the best version of myself, sir.
I know it might be tough, but there's a lot of people that can get inspiration from your story. Can you get a little bit more into what was going on in your life before you became a Marine?
Before I became a Marine, I went to electrician school. I'm certified as an apprentice electrician. I was about to land a job. Right before I landed that job, the guy I was supposed to start working with stopped answering my contact, and it's been a dream of mine to be a Marine since I was a young child. So when the electrician route stopped working for me, I realized that I didn't have much at the time, and it was time to go chase a dream that I've had since childhood instead of just leaving it on the pillow.
What did your parents think about you signing up?
They're very supportive of me. We had family day today. I got to see my family for the first time after 3 months. Extremely proud of me, extremely proud of my accomplishment.
What was the most difficult part of boot camp for you?
Boot camp was definitely missing home, sir. Missing my family, my friends. I got over that by making a new family here, sir, with my brothers in the platoon, in the company, and that's the best way to overcome that challenge, sir.
Congratulations, man. Well done.
Thank you, sir.
Hey there.
Hey there.
Tom.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I heard you have a non-traditional route to the Marines. Tell me about it.
Well, joined at 35, not from the United States, came from Venezuela. And I just arrived to the United States 2.5 years ago. And really feel like it's a privilege to live in this country. If you've seen the news, you know Venezuela's been living under a dictatorship for the past 25 years or so. That's why I left my country. I have friends who were in prison, some who died under the dictatorship. So getting here, now I live in Washington, D.C., so I got to see Congress, the Capitol, all these symbols of liberty, democracy, made me feel like, you know what, this is a privilege to be here. When I was looking at the options, you know, I'm gonna do this at 35, might as well do it with the toughest, meanest, and elitist force there is in the United States, so I joined the Marines.
Can you sign up as a 35-year-old, or do you get an exemption for that?
The age limit is 29, but you can get an age waiver, I think, until 39.
What was the best part of boot camp for you?
Honestly, the physical challenge. Before getting here, I was worried I was gonna get injured. I was gonna get injured, I was gonna get dropped, and my process was gonna take longer. And specifically the obstacle course, the O course, the first time I saw it standing right there at the beginning of the O course, I was like, yo, I can't do that. I can't jump over those bars. I can't climb that rope. But actually the first time I passed every obstacle, it just made me feel invincible. Like I could keep on going, and also keeping up with 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds, 20-year-olds, and be able to finish every physical aspect of boot camp just made me feel like, okay, cool, what's the next challenge? And I'm looking forward to School of Infantry and seeing what the next challenge is.
I want to take a picture with you guys. Congratulations, 13 weeks, hustling, grinding to become a better, stronger man, representing the country. I just want to celebrate this moment, documenting your boot camp by taking a picture.
Bro,
Hi,
none
folks.
of them smiling.
That was a
My nigga,
look
this shit
inside
ain't
the United
funny.
States Marine boot camp. It
Tommy,
was
bro,
exciting.
they just went through
it was
hell.
intense. And I think we all have a choice here. There are so many directions you can go in life. I don't think there's any one right answer except for the answer that stands out to you in your heart. Whether that's becoming a scholar, becoming a warrior, somewhere in between, that's the thing that you have to choose in your life. So anyways, thank you for joining. Hoorah. See you next week.
It's tough. Hey, bruh. Hey, bruh. Streaming shit don't work out. This streaming shit don't work out, bruh. We're going to the military. No, we're not. I'd rather serve. Like I said, I'd rather serve crack. I'd rather serve the fiends to serve this country, bro. No cap. I said what I said, bro. I said what I said. I said what I said. Like, if it really came down to that, like, hypothetically speaking, go to the military or get in the trap. Nigga. How do I tell y'all, bro? Woo, shit. I'm not surfing with these niggas. I ain't going for it, bro.